Welcome back to the Scrum. This week, we're going to denote the Scrum of the Week. Also, one of our own had their second rookie lap of their career.
This is what I've waited for. I'm ready for this.
And then some of us in SoCal are a lot richer. We're going to find out who. It's not us. Welcome back to the Scrum. We got Nate here via the internet. He bounced up off a satellite straight back into the studio. It's pretty much like you're here. Nate, what's going on?
Hey boys, good to be back. I'm glad I'm get to see you guys. Even though I'm not there in person, this is still nice.
I like that his face is bigger.
It is actually nice. We actually technically get more Nate.
Yeah, he's on a big screen, so it's like
I know it's like
a lot of Nate.
You guys see everything.
Yeah, we're right up in you.
All the handsomeness.
Oh yeah. Right off the top, we're gonna start denoting a Scrum of the Week. Sidebar: fighting's back in the NHL, so we got to start denoting Scrum of the Week. This week, it feels like there is no way we could go other than Jonathan Quick getting back to his feisty old ways and getting fucking pissed. Coming off the bench, which league kind of seems like they were like, that was pretty cool. We're not going to give you the suspension.
I think at the end of the day, it's good. It's good for the game because no one was hurt. It was just a little ruckus.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, it just shows that the guys are passionate.
Yep.
You know, everyone's talking about it. When you get casual fans or non-fans talking about hockey stuff, then that's the best thing for the sport, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they see that. And the thing that's interesting to me that I think tells a tale of maybe where the Rangers are at is I went back and watched all the angles of up high. He shoots the puck in the net. Nobody gives a fuck except John Quick. And then it's like they're like, oh, fuck. Like, it's like when one of my dogs starts barking because he sees somebody, and my other dog just kind of barks from the other room to be a supportive friend. Same thing. They're like, what's Quick pissed about? And he's like, he fucking shot the puck in the net. And they're like, oh, are you mad about that? All right. I'll go dust it up with somebody, I guess, but I wasn't really upset about it when I first saw it. So maybe help us out there, Nate. What do you...
Well, first off, can we talk about the pictures too? Like the art?
Beautiful art.
Like those jerseys, the vintage, the art, all of them on top of each other. Nice little Donnybrook was amazing. But
yeah,
I mean, all this says, I mean, Quickie got to play with him, like just the ultimate competitor. You guys know, like and he's a guy that's fiery. Like he doesn't give a shit. Like he's gonna get right in there. And he said it. He said, like, I don't know why they were surprised. This shit happens all the time. And he's right. Like, but that's a no-no. You just don't do. Like, there are unwritten rules in hockey and NHL, and there's things you don't do, and you do not shoot the puck in the net, an empty net after the whistle, after horn goes off, whatever. It's just, you just don't do it. It's a no-no. It's disrespectful. And Quickie took it in his own hands, and I love it. And it's even better that I think it was him that started it for the Rangers because it was like, oh, fuck, Jonathan Quick, our backup goalie, who future Hall of Famer, but still, like, he's setting a precedent. Like, you're coming into our building. You're not, even though you beat us, you're not going to fucking embarrass us or push us around. So I loved it. I mean, for Jonathan Quick to do that and how good he was to that game, he had a great game. Like, he had over 40 saves, and, you know, they got into penalty trouble. That's besides the point. But anyways, I loved it. I think Quickie's first ballot Hall of Famer, ultimate competitor.
I think it looks bad for, I think it's Panarin that was like on the guy's hip that shot the puck because he just shoots it into the net and Panarin just skates away.
At that point, maybe he just, the controller turned off and it was like checked out, game's over, didn't even think of anything of it. And Quickie was fucking having none of it.
I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah, which is great.
That's part of the issue.
Which is why it's good that it was Jonathan Quick that did that, and maybe that was talked about after in the room. Because
you think about other guys that would be on the ice in the same situation and how they would react. Do you remember? You might have been on the team because I think it happened in the bubble when I believe it was somebody from Montreal went to tuck a puck into an empty net and Mark Scheifele straight lit them up, and everybody was super mad about it.
I remember it was the COVID season.
Yep.
So it wasn't the bubble. It was the year after that. And
okay, you're right.
It was in the second round of the playoffs. And yes, Jake Evans kind of did a little wrap around the net, but like relaxed.
Yeah.
And yes, Mark Scheifele blew him up, and he got hurt. He was out, and unfortunately, which I didn't agree with, to this day,
Yep.
Scheif got suspended like I think at least 2 or 3 games. It was
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
time for the
Yeah,
playoffs,
for sure.
which hurt us a lot. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I guess there's no freebies.
I just think
There's
about
no
that
freebies for
situation.
goals.
Like if the Red Wings player is coming up to toss it in the net after if instead of Panarin, it's Scheifele's probably fighting him. And like I think
maybe.
about these fiery players that what it
Yeah.
takes to win. If it's Brad Marchand, even if he's smaller, like Brad's going after him, like Panarin just skating away. I'm like, oh man, this doesn't look good for you, bud.
Yeah, no, that's not a good look. It's not. But I like I said, I think that the Rangers have played good hockey.
Mm-hmm.
They've been, I think, better than what their record says,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that was probably talked about. You could see it. You could see it in the post-game presser. Like Quickie was, he wanted to squash it because
Yeah.
he basically said he's like, this is something that happens all the time. Like
Yep.
I addressed it and
Yeah.
it's over with.
Is there a world? I mean, you've been on teams with people like Quick. You've been on team with Quick. Is there a world where like somebody like that does something and then they get in the room and they go, "Why the fuck am I the one doing that?" And they look around and kind of like, "Where are you guys at?"
Yeah, usually it's not that guy that says it. It'll be someone else. That'll be like,
Oh,
why the fuck did he have to go in there and do this? Like why,
That's great.
why he
Yeah.
he shouldn't be the guy.
Yeah.
And then, there are conversations where guys call each other out, or maybe it's the coach that comes in and says, what the fuck? Why is Corey Perry, 41 years old, fighting at the end of a hockey game? Where it should be boom, boom, you.
yeah. Perry's like, yeah. Why am
Good on him for doing that and showing you guys what it takes.
Mm.
So, those are good. And that's why I say that it's good. It's a good thing that it was Jonathan Quick because it shows every single guy now, like, oh, wow, like he's a goalie and he's our backup. And he just went after their guy for doing that. Like, in our building, he's setting a precedent. Like it's a good lesson.
Yep.
It's a good lesson.
I love it. Well, I'm glad it earned them the Scrum of the Week. Congrats, John. You'll have to stop by in person and get your prize. We'll see if he ends up coming by. We'll try.
I'm excited for the future when a player gets into a scrum and then he's in a press conference and he says, I hope I make it as a Scrum of the Week. That's going to happen. I'm putting it out in the future. I'm putting it out right now.
Maybe we make a towel.
Yeah.
And we
like
a
Ross
Hockey
Johnson's
Night
going to be
kid.
like, I'm hoping to make the Scrum of the Week this week.
He made a case for himself. He fought so hard he ripped his damn jersey off his back.
Guys, we're onto something here. Towels, like Scrum
we got to get a towel.
Are there any towel companies out there that want to sponsor us?
Oh, we can make a towel and we'll just ship it to the Rangers facility. And Quick will get it.
Scrum of the
and be
Week.
like, what the fuck is this?
We should do it. We should make a Scrum of the Week and send it to every guy.
Okay. I'm on
I
this.
like that, Brian.
Done.
Good idea.
Yeah.
We're on this.
Well, Violent Gentlemen, our sponsor for the week.
Yeah.
We'll get right
Can
on
figure it
ourselves.
We have some joyous news to go over. Our friend and yours, Adrian Kempe, signs his deal. In our thoughts, the probable next captain of the LA Kings is locked up.
I think so. I think it has to be. I mean, just everything as a player, person, how much he's grown. I remember I look back and when I started playing with Adrian and he was like young, kind of immature, was really inconsistent, was in and out of the lineup at times. And then, I don't know, something clicked with him. Obviously, his physical attributes and his talent is off the charts. But I don't think anyone realizes how much work he puts into the game and how hard he works and how much he studies it and, really works at his craft. Like, I've seen him by himself on the ice doing things and he's out there, no one near him, right? Like doing things that you're like, wow, this guy's really working on these different, scenarios in a game. And even on top of that, like just a really, really good person. Like the way he conducts himself, how he handles everything. I think that he should be the future captain of this team because I think that he took less. Like, I think he could have got more. For sure.
For sure could have on the open market.
Yeah, and I think Juice too, like with the style of play he has, the way the Kings play, like I think he forfeits offense by the way he plays and the team he plays for.
Yep.
Like I think
he does.
He could, yes, he could be a 50-goal guy and a 100-point guy. I truly believe that.
We're going to get a
he's not
taste.
Yeah.
We're going to get a taste at the Olympics because I think he's going to be on the wing of Leo Carlsson, and we're going to see some shit happen.
Yeah. I totally agree with you, Hammer. I think he's, the way he plays for the Kings, he does everything for him. He kills penalties, he blocks shots, he hits guys, he, everything. He does everything. So I think he's a bargain for their team.
Yep.
I mean, even like I posted something about him, right? Of, how he signed, and he messaged me and hearted it and thanked him, whatever, or thanked me, and I'm like, congrats, everything, right? So, just a good guy, and he doesn't have to do that, right? So
he doesn't have to respond to the alumni.
He doesn't have to respond to my. He doesn't. It wasn't even like to him. It was. I just posted it about him, and he still commented on it.
Yeah, he sees it all, man. He sees it all.
He's a good guy. Good guy, and well deserved, and the Kings got a good one here.
Yeah, that's a huge Kenny Holland lockup.
Yes.
That's great. The thing I think I like the most about Kempe is a very rounded game, but you can tell he fucking hates to lose. Like when they're losing, he kind of like he has a little bit of dickhead play in him, which is awesome. I love when he plays like the villain, and it gets turned up so much when they're like you can tell it irritates him to lose. And I'm like, oh, we talk about it all the time with Brian's kid. You can't. It's easier to try to figure out how to turn that down than to try to teach somebody how to play with that intensity and like anger. He has it.
Yeah. You got to try to turn it down. You can't turn him up.
You can tame a horse. You can't push a donkey.
This is true. This is true.
Use that one.
There's some donkeys out there. We can't push them.
You can tame a horse. You can't push a donkey. There it is.
You tell Miles that.
I'm going to.
He's going to start calling so many people a donkey.
Oh my God.
He's like, this fucking donkey on my team. I'm trying to push him, but we're trying to be horses. Kings are in the middle of a wild road trip. They almost went after kind of. I wouldn't say they were in a slump. They've just been kind of middling. Like they haven't looked like they're fully firing. They go out on the road. They win 4 of 5 on the road, and 4 in a row. They just kind of, that happens. I feel like you gas out. Last game of a road trip, you're shot. You've been gone for 12 days. Like, still a great road trip.
Really good road trip. I thought the Kings were kind of starting to play what they ripped off 4 in a row. I thought they were back to their old Kings of last year of just, not giving you anything, scoring again. So, it was a tough game against Washington, like you said. I mean, it was a much of 2 pretty good defensive teams, and kind of came down to a chance here or there. But yeah, I think it's exciting, isn't it? Right now, we're getting flip-flop back and forth of Ducks and Kings in first place in the Pacific Division. I mean, it's fun to watch. It's fun to see, and I cannot wait for the freeway face-off.
Ooh, the Black Friday matchup.
Yeah,
what a genius! Whoever set that up at NHL scheduling, way to go. Seriously. Way to fucking go. All these guys get to stay home. I mean, the Kings are in the middle on this road trip of doing an interesting move. So they have 5 games. Technically, they have 6 games on the road. They played the 5, but the 6th is in San Jose. So they just went home. They're like, fuck it. We're not going to hang out in San Jose all day. So they're breaking up a road trip with going home, resting for a day, recharge, see your family, hang, and then go up to San Jose. Pro move. I love it.
That's a good move, and it helps. I probably like you said, recharges the batteries a little bit, and maybe you switch out some clothes, get some clean ones, get some clean boxers, maybe socks,
sleep in your own bed. Yep.
Sleep in your own bed.
Maybe they probably have. Go ahead, Nate. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and I think that they're having to deal with some injuries too, so they're having to overcome some things as well, and when they can. Find ways to win and play well without, like not having Drew Doughty, for example, now is, that's a big loss. But if there's a team that can stay above water with the way they play, it's the Kings.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to run into a young run and gun team in San Jose, so that's going to be a great game Thursday night. Excited for that one. There's a fan base that is just too blessed right now out in Colorado. These motherfuckers, the Avalanche are buzzing, as everybody intended that they would be. They're just absolutely beating ass on everyone. But the real freak thing of this that I have for you guys, between the Broncos, the Nuggets, and the Avalanche, as of today, they are on a 21-game collective win streak between the three teams. And none of them have lost at home this season.
That's crazy.
So if you're a Denver sports fan and you have, I mean, if you're a well-to-do Denver sports fan and you have season seats at all of these, you haven't witnessed a loss yet.
Well, Dee, her family's from the Denver area.
Yep.
So I mean, we had a family event this weekend.
Oh,
they are high on sports.
Do they know how good they got it?
Well,
are they aware that this doesn't?
I mean, I don't know, but they're excited about.
They're
sports.
excited
because we watched the Broncos win on Sunday, so it's just like they're hyped.
Yeah,
So
people are fucking pumped up. How could you not be?
Yeah, if you're in Denver, you're a winner right now.
Yeah, 100%. Unless you're all the guys on the Rockies right now are just like, thank God our seasons don't overlap at all.
It's like Homer Simpson going into the hedges. That's basically what they're doing.
That's 100 for sure. Somebody's made a meme of the Rockies like dipping into a snow wall.
Yeah,
of the Homer Simpson memes. Like, don't talk about us, please. You guys just go do your thing.
They're first in the NHL in goals.
Not bad.
First in the NHL in goals against.
Okay, that's going to help.
First in the NHL in goal differential.
Oh, boy.
Plus 33, by the way.
Not bad.
First in the NHL in expected goals 4. So,
okay.
Yeah, that would pretty much explain dominance.
The underlying numbers say that they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
I mean, you look at their roster, obviously Nate McKinnon, I think, like I said before, he's the best player in the world right now. And then you have Makar, who I think is right up there as well, top 5, obviously. Yep. And then you even you have to give credit to Wedgwood. Wedgwood's been incredible. Good for him. They re-signed him to an extension.
Yep.
And you're getting everyone to contribute. Marty Nietzsche, and then the way they play defense. I mean, this team is. It's hard to. I mean, I think the biggest X factor, though, for the Avalanche this year, and he's not even lighting the world on fire. I think it's got to be Gabriel Landeskog and having him as having your captain back.
Yep.
I think having him in the locker room. Being around guys like Nate McKinnon, that maybe he can calm him down at times. We know that Nate McKinnon gets fired up.
Yep.
I think having a guy like Gabriel Landeskog in the room, like from what I've heard, Gabe is the guy that can, talk to Nate or talk to whoever, and he's that well respected where they're going to listen. They're going to be quiet when he talks. And I think having a guy like that in the room calms everyone down, just changes everything. It makes everyone maybe feel more calm, maybe feel more comfortable. Yep. And I think that's been a big difference for the Avs this year too.
They have this freak ability that I feel like the Golden Knights had for a long time, where somebody would get hurt and then you'd be like, oh, here's this random guy. And then he would just be lighting it up and you'd be like, the fuck is this guy? And he'd be like, well, in the AHL, he was pretty good, but whatever. They could just input a guy and he'd be fine. I feel like that's the Avalanche this season. I'm like, okay, they lost a couple pieces. What's going on? And you'd be like, who's this guy? Oh, he's good. Okay, he's good already. That's great. Just no problem. They don't skip a beat.
And I think we talked about that with Florida and their system. Last season is how they can just put someone in, and if they buy into the system, then they instantly contribute. And that sounds like what's happening in Colorado.
100%. And I think that's like you said, coming from Landeskog, you're having those conversations like we talked about in Florida, where I think it was Nate Schmidt maybe that said, in preseason or early in the season, he did something wrong, and Barkov pulled him aside and was like, we don't do that here. What you did there, don't do it again, because we don't do that. And he's like, oh, fuck. Okay. Yes, sir. So maybe Landeskog is truly just being the sheriff and is letting people know what time it is.
I mean, also, Wedgwood travels with the Pilates machine.
Oh, he travels with a reformer?
He travels with the reformer.
You got to be careful at Pilates. I've heard some people get injuries.
It says it is opening his hips up to. I mean, he's a journeyman goalie, and he is, performing.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I want to try Pilates, but the entry, I'll never go to a class.
Is that rude of me to say a journeyman goalie? Is that correct? Because he's been around, right?
No,
I don't know. I don't want to do. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not trying to disrespect the guy.
Are you saying? Are you sensitive to this because Nate's trying to fight people on the internet for disrespecting Stuart Skinner? Yeah. Okay.
I know. I wanted to make sure that was an off pod conversation. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, we'll show.
No, journeyman's okay. I mean, you could call me a journeyman too. I was a journeyman.
Journeyman feels cool. Is that wrong?
Yeah. No, I mean, when someone says you're a journeyman, I'm like, well, I guess that means I played a long time.
Yeah, you kept getting contracts, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Exactly. So yeah, that's not disrespectful at all to Wedgwood. He's a really good journeyman goalie.
I think it's one of those. I think it's one of those things that your tone just totally changes it. Yeah. If you're like, you fucking journeyman, he's like, oh, gee. But if you're like, journeyman goaltender, doing it again. Yeah. Look at him go.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're correct. Tone is everything.
Tone is everything with everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. Well, hope you're having fun in Colorado, guys. Great work. Last night we got to witness a great time. So our buds in Anaheim, they flew high. They won 7, and then they rattled off 3 losses on the road. Like, just pretty much the worst thing that could happen to a team. Like, you go on the road for 3 games, lose all 3, bombed, like, awful. But then they come home, okay, try to get the home cooking going again, and they looked okay against Utah. Not great. Leo had an extremely out of character off night. Looked like he just could not get the puck to lay flat. Was bobbling. It was just issues all over the place. But lo and behold, you take it back to simple hockey, and they just stuck to their game plan. I remember I looked up and saw there was 11 seconds, and I don't know why. I think I just have a positive mindset. I literally looked and saw 11 seconds. I was like, oh, plenty of time.
I do it though every time. When there's a minute left, I go up and look at the clock, and I'm like, oh, there's enough time. There's enough time. Even when there's like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, 11 seconds. And they Cutter just says, fuck it. Putting the puck on net, as he does. And a little Troy Terry, right place, right time. Oh, there's a puck sitting here. Taps it in. No problem.
Even the play before that, though, the play from Beckett Seneca on the wall to make that little pass to Cutter Gauthier.
To keep that alive.
Sneaky little nice play. And then I think Cutter Gauthier, he wasn't even, I think that was a shot pass. He was looking for
Kreider on the back door.
He was Kreider back door for sure, yeah.
Yep.
But great play. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a good sign. Like, yeah, they were probably, outscoring what they were expected to score based on their defensive play earlier when they were on that streak. I think, it wasn't really true to what the numbers were.
Yeah.
But I think a good sign is a team that, like a young team, obviously they're still figuring it out, to figure out ways to win when you're not playing your best.
Yep.
Right? Like they didn't play their best last night. They're finding ways to come back and win games because they know they can and they believe in that. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign of a team that's figuring out how to win. And it's really maturing, to be honest. I think that's a big, big, big sign for them.
And Nate, when you saw that overtime play, if it's 19-year-old Nate Thompson, boom, I just received the puck in the slot. Do you think there's a chance you're looking around for a pass, or are you ripping that thing on net?
Good chance I'm trying to shoot that thing through the net.
Yeah.
And that play, I mean, let's start off. The play by Alex Killorn to pick that pass off, headsy play, and then passes it back to Beckett Seneca, who, you said, to your point, like, pulls it in, looks like he's going to shoot it, deception, and passes it over to Owens Zellweger. Unbelievable play. Really good play.
Great by everybody, because even if you watch Zellweger, he knows, like, okay, I'm gonna get myself to a different area. Gets over there, he throws the stick out. He's like, "Yo, this dude came out far to chat. Like, hit me with it. I am prepared." And I think that's part of that. Stuff happens so fast. Having that communication from a teammate of being like, "Hey, right here, buddy." Like, it gives a target to be like, "Oh yeah, I'll just toss it over to you."
Well, how about that though? Like, the 2 biggest plays in the game were made by 19-year-old Beckett Seneca.
Insane.
The Anaheim Ducks.
Insane.
Like that's amazing. And that's what you need for them to win. Like you said, Leo Carlson's has an off night. All right, well, Beckett Seneca steps up. These different guys step up, and that's a sign of a good team knowing when to pick each other up. And I'm excited. I'm excited to go to the game tomorrow.
It was the 4th time the Ducks have had a teenager defenseman score an overtime goal. Okay, so it's only happened via Cam Fowler who, was a pretty big name for the franchise. Jamie Drysdale, he gave us Cutter, so thank you. And Shea Theodore. So feels like Zellweger is, he's on a trajectory to be really good or a piece we trade for something great.
I wanna defend Leo for a second because I don't know about the saying how much he's off. Is it okay? Maybe he was a little off, but Utah. I want to give kudos to Utah.
Utah's
they play
good,
like fucking
man.
rabid dogs.
Yeah.
They seem like they're everywhere on the ice. Number 11, if he plays every shift.
Yeah. Dylan Gunther.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Up, dude.
Just the whole team plays. They play with so much intensity, and they're everywhere. And I think that, I don't know. I'm not a hockey analyst by any means, but in that overtime play, I think they gave Killorn too much space.
They did.
They gave him too much space because maybe
it's old. They're like this old slow.
I didn't want to say that, but maybe that's it.
Him.
They're like, let's see what you know what I mean. They have a couple rookies out, a couple young guys out there. You know what I mean. And they just gave him too much space, and the rookies performed.
100%. I didn't realize too. A reason Utah might have been buzzing last night that I didn't see until later. Mom's trip.
Oh yeah, I got to play for mom.
You got mom in the building. Fuck, dude, that's tough. But yeah, it was a great game, good time. We got to witness another rookie lap this week. Nate had his first Amazon coast to coast, and they wanted to really make sure that Nate knew you went no bucket, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Kind of new school rookie thing, but it's okay. New bucket rookie lap. How was that?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. They took it easy on me for the most part. It was fun. It was a good time to do that show. Andy Petrillo, Mike Rupp, they were awesome. Super fun to do the show with. But it was great. Like we had to shoot that intro. They had a script for us and everything.
Nice.
So we had to practice it a few times, but. They were good sports about it. We were all good sports about it. It was a lot of fun. It was a long show though. I was telling Lars before the show that I think we started around 5:36 and we didn't get off the air until 1 a.m.
Damn.
So it was a long night. A lot of hockey, a lot of talking. But it was a lot of fun. Great experience, and hopefully get to do it again.
They have a spread of food for you guys out for that, or are they throwing you bananas or something? What do we?
We had some pizzas.
Oh, okay.
We had some pizzas that were on set that we could step off, but it was a lot of those when you're watching. Obviously, we're not on camera.
Yeah,
They tell you when we're going to be on camera, but you're talking through the play or and sometimes they'll just go click into the game. But a lot of the times myself or Rupper, we're getting up, we're going to have a bite of pizza, coming back to the chair, sitting down, talking some more. Sometimes I got to rush to the bathroom. You got the earpiece and which is kind of funny when the show like that, you're going to the bathroom and you got 30 seconds. And so you're running, you're rushing down the hallway.
Once it starts, you can't stop.
Yeah. Guys, I'm
exactly.
in here. Are you bringing a microphone in the bathroom?
Yeah. My headpiece, earpiece, everything's still in.
Okay. So they've got the truck has full audio on you in the bathroom.
They probably hear everything. Yeah.
Well, they do. We can.
I know they do.
I was going to say, there's no probably here. Let's
they do.
Hey,
which is whatever. Everyone's got to go.
They're pros. They do it all day, but it is funny to think about.
I'm sure they mute me.
There's number 2 word for.
Yeah, that's 100% Nate in there. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I like seeing you expand your horizons. You know what I like? You're doing all the shows, and that's great. And that is one thing. But Amazon clearly was like, this is fucking cool. We got Nate in here. It's his first time. The fact that they did that extra might not seem like a lot, but like you said, somebody had to write a script, somebody had to film this, somebody had to edit this. So the fact that they put the resources towards our friend doing a cool thing, that's what I was like, I felt really good about. It was like, this is really fucking cool to see these motherfuckers take Nate as seriously as producer Larms does. It was cool to see.
Yeah, it was great. I guess they've been doing these intros for every new guy they have on. I think Tyson Nash they had on recently around the Halloween, and he was wearing some kind of costume for the intro.
So that's great.
It was great. Yeah, they reached out to me before earlier in the week and asked if I'd be okay doing this intro and you do a little video and stuff. And I said, yeah, absolutely. So it was a lot of fun doing it. We had a lot of laughs. I mean, even the part where, I go onto the carpet and shoot the puck, and I was doing different celebration after yelling "Let's go!" So everyone was watching me. So it was just me doing that part.
Oh man,
which was kind of a little bit nerve wracking, a little bit nervous because
Yeah.
there's like producers and directors, everyone watching. It's just me doing that intro part. So it was interesting. It was fun though. I had a good time.
Great. That's great. Well, Nate, wanted to fill you in a little bit about what we've been up to while you're gallivanting the globe doing all your various media. We don't even know where you are. You could be anywhere. It's probably in Milan or something. We've been running the holidays already on the website and in the store here at vghc.com, the main sponsor of Scrum Culture Podcast Incorporated. We went different this year. We've just said, like, let's fucking switch it up. So, like, we just kind of every few days have been doing something different. And we listen to feedback, and then we've got a rough outline of where we're going to go with it. Kind of like the pod. It's a rough outline, but we can be fluid and lend itself to creativity and creative ideas. So we've been, what did we do so far? We gave away some hats. We gave some BOGO hats.
Yeah, buy 2 hats, get 1 free.
We did some BOGO underwear. People got underwear.
BOGO Best Boxers.
Best Boxers, gave some of those away. We've just been mixing it up. We've been mixing up the holiday deals and just trying to keep things fresh before we actually, like, I don't know, go on like full discount Black Friday. We're trying to keep the sanctity of Black Friday. Black Friday used to just be a day.
I know.
We used to just be one day, and that was the thing, and it was hyped, and whatever. And we'd go to Walmart and we'd fight somebody for a 17-inch TV, and that's just what we did. Then it became, maybe it pops up on Thanksgiving, and then it was like, then now Home Depot's Black Friday in July, and it's the worst.
Do you remember our first Black Friday?
I don't. Take me back.
How did it go?
Take me back.
Our first ever Black Friday, we went to Montreal.
Oh, shit. You're right.
And we turned it on. We left. We started traveling on the Friday. And we decided we didn't do any promotions at all. We just said, fuck, we didn't do anything for Black Friday. We got to.
This is kind of a thing, it turns out.
Let's do something. So we put the site on sale. We put out a code for like 30% off. And then we just, at that time, you could post it on Instagram and people would see it.
Different times.
So we posted it, got on a flight, landed it. We actually flew to New York and then drove to Montreal.
Yep.
We landed in New York and then opened the app and we had a bunch of orders. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, people enjoy this.
Yeah. And it was very sick.
People enjoy a good deal.
Yeah. So
What year was that?
It was 2013 or 14.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. No,
I can't remember
Were
because
you guys going to see George?
yeah,
it must have been 13.
It was 13. It was 13.
Yep.
Going to see George in Montreal.
Yep.
Nice.
What a fucking time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've evolved. Now we're back to Black Friday week, holiday deals, warehouse sale next month, the 13th and the 14th. Nate, if you want to come by, hang out.
Yeah, I would love to.
If anybody
He's
has
signing autographs.
If anybody has any Nate Thompson items that they've bought over the years and you want to get them live signed and inscribed for the holidays, he might be there.
Or a face-off Q&A.
I'm in.
Hey,
How to win more
bring your
face-offs.
kid to
Why
get
don't we do a Scrum Culture Q&A at the warehouse?
That would be amazing. That would be fantastic. I'll see if Larms has time. Larms says we're doing it. We'll find out.
Did you just say we're doing it?
He said we're doing it.
Tours of the studio.
Yeah. Ooh.
Free tours.
Hey, record an episode. Like we pre-record a bunch of things, and then people can sit in the seat and they can try to react to it. I'm like, ooh, Nate just hit you with a hot take, but you're unsure about how the Columbus Blue Jackets have been playing. On the spot, try to talk about it. Last but definitely not least, that I want to. It's in no way hockey related, but that's okay. This week on Monday Night Football, Maxx Crosby and the Raiders supported 988. They made shirts that said "Call an Audible" and had the 988 phone number. I think it's one of the mental health months.
Men's Mental Health Month.
Men's Mental Health Month. We personally have unsubscribed from that calendar, and we are doing it 365 because it is a year-round cause and thing that we need to be thinking about and talking about. No disrespect to those months and what they do. That's great to bring extra. We personally are just realizing that if we work on our mental health 1 month out of the year, it is not quite enough. So super sick. They wore the shirts, calling audible 988. They're representing the cause, pumping people to it, and just fucking awesome. Maxx Crosby, great dude. He does so much for charity and community, and he just really cares so much. And I don't know if he's ever actually worn a Violent Gentleman. We shipped him a box of stuff, and we met him at training camp. Super sweet dude. We chatted for a bit. He dabbed us up, and so that was all I. He dabbed us up, and he asked for a box of gear. So whether he wore it or not, that's on him.
Here's the thing: he made us feel that he was happy that we came to watch him practice, and was stoked that we came out. And that is, you could say whatever you want about how he plays and this and that, because everyone is going to have an opinion because it's sports.
Yeah, of course.
But as a human being, he seems fucking awesome. He was awesome in person. We left that watching him. First off, he trains or he practices. They had to limit his practice because he practices too hard.
Yeah, he did. He practiced too hard, which is an amazing attribute of a human.
Not surprised.
Yeah, no, not at all. Goes 100%, was hurting people at practice. They're like, Max, why don't you go grab a Gatorade or something?
He instantly gave our friend Sully some guff for being a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Right out the
As
right
he
out
should.
the gate.
For sure. Yeah, it's just a good buddy. Talk shit to you first.
Yeah. So
And dabs you up.
Yeah, it's great.
So just wanted
that's amazing because he's like one of my favorites in the league, and definitely a guy that's awesome to meet him. That's a guy on my list I would love to meet, just because everything he, like you said, he represents for football off the field too.
Yep.
Everything he's done, like, just a awesome guy, an ambassador for NFL, and good dude, like you guys said.
Let me ask you a question real quick, Nate. We've talked about mental health a lot as friends.
Yeah.
We've talked about it on the pod a little bit. It's something that us as a group, it's on the forefront. In your time in the league, from the start to you finishing, they probably didn't talk about issues a lot when you first started. You know what I mean? Like, you deal with your problems on your own, unless it becomes a team problem, then we'll kind of help you maybe a little bit, and then we'll go on. Because I've heard things from veterans about injuries and different things where, like, they only care about playing and winning, figure it out type scenario in like old, like maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago or whatever. But then now, is there, towards the end of your career, was there a different, did it get better? Obviously, did it get better? Or what do you think the vibe is now in locker rooms when it comes to mental health and dealing with the stuff that happens to you off ice?
I think 100% it's gotten way better since the beginning. Like, since when I just first came in the league, it wasn't talked about then. And like you said, it just wasn't a part of, I guess, the culture of the game and professional sports. And now it's being talked about, and guys are, taking personal leaves or whatever it is they need for their mental health, or, and it's important. And I think, like you said, I love that you guys, talk about it. It's not just a one-day thing, because I agree it shouldn't just be a 1 month thing or a 1 day thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing for me. And I even talked about it with last night. Actually, I was assistant coach for my California Heat team. And they're 16 years old, and I've missed some practices, and because of work, and and other stuff too. Like, I go through things every day, daily, that I have to deal with. And I just got honest with him. I said, listen, like, there's some mental health stuff that I'm dealing with, and also, work, whatever. And I haven't been around, and I brought it to their attention. I said, you guys need to do the same thing and check in with each other and talk about it. And, they all were nodding at me and looking at me like, they knew what I was talking about. So, Brian, to answer your question, I think it's a lot more prevalent because they knew exactly what I meant when I was talking about mental health and checking in and all those things. And I think it's so important, and the fact that you guys, stress it and sell product about it, and now you have Maxx Crosby representing it. I think it's a lot more prevalent, and it's awesome to see, because everybody needs to be talking about it. The more we talk about it, I know it's cliche. The more we talk about it, the better it is. So,
True.
I know that was long-winded, buddy, but
That's okay.
yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, Jesus, land the plane, Nate.
Yeah,
It's amazing. That's you passing it to those kids. That's exactly why you're a coach there. That's what they need. They need that.
Thank you. Yeah. No,
That's
I think it's important, and it's a simple thing as, I told them it's a simple thing of, hey, how you doing, and not just hey, what's going on. It's hi, hey, how are you? How are you doing right now? So,
Yep. It's taking the second question.
just taking a second question just to listen. So I think these are topics and things that we're talking about that raises awareness and only helps.
Absolutely.
Maybe one last thing. Sorry to ear beat you, but how much? I know you. I mean, we've talked about you doing jiu-jitsu and stuff. Has that been a big factor in helping you out?
Incredible, actually. I think that's been one of the biggest things. I think it's helped me post-retirement with dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, all those things. And jiu-jitsu has been a huge help for me. Like when I'm on the mats, when I'm away from it, looking at it, I mean, studying it, learning it, all of it. It's been huge for me. I think that it's, and I know and you agree, Brian, that it's definitely there is a correlation between, jiu-jitsu and all those things that help with the mental health side.
I mean, I don't say this lightly. I attribute most of my success to it. I mean, I am, however you define successful, I think I'm successful. I have a healthy family and a healthy business and friends and, all these things. And I don't think I would be here without it if I didn't stumble into jiu-jitsu school, because it just helped. It gave me, something to focus on, a path. And I've talked to high-level businessmen who have totally different lives than both of us, who when they just, found jiu-jitsu, it's like gave them some clarity, some stress relief, all the things where you're sitting in a gnarly board meeting or whatever, and that is not more intimidating than fucking getting choked out. You know what I mean? Like
Fair.
trying to get out of choke. You know what I mean? And it's like, which is a funny thing
totally agree.
that it's like, so it gives so much. So, this is an unpaid jiu-jitsu promotion.
Yeah. I mean, I know we could keep going, but I recently I just did a bunch of MRIs and I'm not a fan of MRIs at all. Like, I'm claustrophobic a bit, and I was okay. And I think that is a full testament, because I've been doing jiu-jitsu and getting smothered and choked and smashed, and now I'm comfortable in those situations.
Yeah, that's great.
That's great. You're like, oh, this machine isn't going to try to leg lock me? Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm good.
It's just going to be close. I'm very comfortable with that now.